Raw Story is reporting on some Republicans cracking down on learning. They say, Republican Arkansas State Senator Kim Hendren introduced a bill to the state legislature that will ban the works of historian Howard Zinn from any schools that receive public funds. Zinn is the author of A People's History of the United States, the groundbreaking reexamination of U.S. history in terms of its effects on the poor, people of color, and women. Republicans across the country fought a pitched battle against the federal AP high school history program. Conservatives argue that the curriculum looks at U.S. history through the lenses of race and class, placing too much emphasis on slavery and Native American genocide and not enough on American exceptionalism and the glory of the free market economy. Okay, see, this is hilarious because what's happening here is an Arkansas Republican is proposing a bill where he's saying, look, we're going to ban this propaganda. But in reality, he's the propagandist. They're the propagandists. This is Projection 101. They want to do their propaganda about the United States and talk about American exceptionalism, which, by the way, what's another term for exceptional? Supreme. So American exceptionalism is really American supremacist. You think we're better because we're American, period. That would be supremacy. If we're better, that means by definition that others are inferior. So we are superior, they are inferior. In other words, you're a bigot against everybody who's not an American. That's what it is. Again, this is just logical deductions and looking at the words and breaking it down. I mean, that's what it is. So American supremacist, American exceptionalist is American supremacist. They say, no, we must teach that in our textbooks. Okay, so how would you feel? And by the way, I'm sure this is the case, but you look at, textbooks in Iran, or you look at textbooks in Saudi Arabia, and they talk about how you're supreme, you're exceptional. Saudi exceptionalism, Iranian exceptionalism, or Islamic exceptionalism, or whatever. You go, that's gross. Why are you teaching? And at the same time they do this, they have the nerve, half the time, they talk out both sides of their mouth. Half the time it's American exceptionalism, and then the other half the time is, oh, we believe in equality. Wait. You can't, it's one or the other. You can't have it both ways. We're American exceptionalists, but we believe in equality. So we're exceptional, we're supreme, we're superior, but we're equal. What are you, superior or equal? What is it? That is propaganda. This is propaganda. 100% this is propaganda. And furthermore, you have to talk about things objectively. When you look at the free market objectively, are there things that have been a success? Yes. Some people in my audience might disagree with that, but I think you're wrong. So, for example, we create really great cars because of the free market and because it's a consumer good and because of competition. You get the lowest price for the highest quality thing. The cars that came out of the Soviet Union were a joke. So are there some aspects of the free market that are great? Yeah, and that should be taught. But then there's also, an unchecked laissez-faire free market capitalist economy led to child labor, led to environmental catastrophes, led to black lung for coal workers because there's no regulation, led to no social safety net because the social safety net is socialist and had to come along later after labor battles and fights. So you have to give all the facts. They're like, no, free market is good and American exceptionalism is true. And as they say that, they have the nerve to say, oh, we got to ban this propaganda from Howard Zinn. No, Howard Zinn is giving you information. He's the one giving you reality. When he focuses on slavery and the Native American genocide, he's focusing on it because it happened. That's why he's doing it. It's not from some irrational animus against, oh, I am anti-America. No, it's let me see the history and let me report it. Oh, look at that. We had slavery for a really long time. We built the country on the backs of these poor slaves. And we gotta come to terms with that, and we gotta acknowledge that. Yeah, we slaughtered the Native Americans who were here before us. There was a genocide. It is what it is. I mean, that doesn't mean we're saying everybody today is to blame for that. No, it's just saying these are the facts of history, and let's discuss it. But they go, no, that's propaganda. But it's not propaganda for us to talk about American exceptionalism and the free market economy. And by the way, usually that goes hand in hand with Reagan is awesome and fucking, all the founders were really Christian and religious. Other shit that's not true or half true. So, no, the Howard Zinn's book should stay. By the way, same thing like Noam Chomsky books. The right would scream, oh my God, how dare you? This is indoctrination. No, you're the ones who want to indoctrinate. Noam Chomsky is the most quoted intellectual alive. You know, he's a brilliant linguist and philosopher and political thinker, and, you know, teaching his thoughts and teaching his philosophy, that's education. On the flip side, the shit that you want to try to push, like, for example, creationism or intelligent design in science class, that's just factually wrong. So you're doing the propaganda, we're doing the education. You can't come to terms with that reality, so you just want to ban the things that teach facts to the kids because you think, well, that'll turn them all liberal. Well, that's one thing you're right about.